Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101.
Ahoy! Let's go! We're waking up Chicago. Turn up the radio. It's time to start the show. On Q101 with the morning crew. Ahoy! Let's go! Welcome to the morning show.
And it's Monday for Jesse checking in from Mount Prospect. Needed this.
One of those days where you don't want to wake up. Everybody sucks. You don't really know why, but you want to justify ripping someone's head off. No human contact, and if you interact, your life is on contract. Your best bet is to stay away, mother. It's just one of those days. It's all about the he says, she says bullshit. I think you better quit. Let it slip, or you'll be leaving with a fat lip.
There you go, Jesse in Mount Prospect. And everybody you know in Mount Prospect, he sent that out to the whole city and everybody around it. Thank you, Jesse. You needed that Monday morning, as we all probably do. 6:06 at 61 degrees. Looking pretty nice. We'll give you a traffic and weather update here in a couple seconds. Huge day today with 21 pilots. So we announced last week the show coming up at the Tinley Park at Credit Union 1 Amphitheater. So at 7:50, we will have our song scramble. Bringing back song scrambles for this one, where it's 3 songs smashed together, flipped around, reversed it, just about 5-6 seconds of 3 songs in there. You figure it out in order, give it back to us, and then you get the tickets for the Clancy Tour. That would be 2025 coming up here Wednesday, September 24th, 2025. And they go on sale this Friday at 10 a.m., but we got them free and first before you can buy them from Live Nation. And, of course, from Brian and Kenzie and Q101. So every day this week at 7:50, we will give you that song scramble. Just put that in your phone right now. If you want 21 Pilots tickets, that's happening. We had picnic over the weekend. Awesome seeing everybody out there on site. Had awesome weather for picnic. How about that? Because picnic has a tradition of rough weather, it seems like.
Getting flooded. Bring Noah's Ark.
Yeah. Last year, the Sunday, I think the tents flew away. There's some kind of like mini tornado came through Randolph Street.
Yeah.
Last year on Sunday, the tent did blow away. Lucky Boys Confusion played very late at night as a result of that. The year before that, we were at Northerly Island, and I think the weather was okay.
That was Incubus. It was okay there.
The year before that, it was a little spotty, and then we took a few years off because of COVID, and 2019 was flooded, I believe, in Tinley Park, right?
It rained all morning. That was Lumineers. That was an incredible vibe down there. But it rained and poured for a good, I don't know, for like 6-7 hours.
That's like a whole day.
And then when it came out, there was just kind of the weird humidity in the air. Everybody's hair looked like the 80s.
It still feels like it's raining.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a weird humidity, you
Yeah,
said.
weird humidity.
How was it weird? It was weirder than other humidities?
Like, I feel like I could drink the air. It's like
Are you the Cookie Monster?
Yeah, it was really good. But all the shows have always been amazing. And just like this weekend, it was an incredible 3 days out there at the Taste of Randolph, the 20th anniversary of Taste of Randolph. Talked to so many people. It was a blast. Good time. Thanks to Neutral. Thanks to Stella. Thanks to School of Rock. All our great sponsors of the event made it go off without a hitch. So now there's only like 100 other festivals to worry about now. We're all good.
This one little check mark. It's like pulling out Santa's list and be like, this is tiny, does nothing.
That's off the list. It's, what is it, June 15th, 14th? What is today? 16th?
It is June 16th.
June 16th. Okay. So Lala's about a month and a half away.
Yep, Lala's a month and a half away. I was looking at the schedule this morning. I realized that on Sunday there's 2 artists that I really want to see. They're playing at the exact same time. So
of course.
So welcome to the party.
Yep, so that's cool. I'm looking forward to Lollapalooza.
Yeah. Riot Fest after that, about 800 other shows. So stay here, including the 21 Pilots. So also, we'll get you all ready for a trip in about 4 minutes here. We'll get you the keyword first one of the day for the When We Were Young Festival. Panic at the Disco, Blink-182, Weezer, Offspring, Avril Lavigne, All Time Low, The Used, and more. A full VIP trip to Vegas for that. We'll give you that keyword here in just a couple minutes.
Brian and Kenzie.
On Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101. Time for a fact that makes your brain go. First one on a Monday. Happy Father's Day. Hope everybody had an awesome Father's Day yesterday, whether you were the kid or the dad. Did something cool, hopefully, and very rewarding. Now, this relates to that. that 33% of Chicagoans are just, and these are the sons or daughters, just looking for this as a sign of acceptance and love from their dad. And so often they don't get this. But it's just one simple thing. If dads just knew this, it would take a big weight off their shoulders. It's the only thing they got to do to show love and affection to their children. And 33% of Chicagoans are just looking for this one thing. So, Kenzie, does that give you an idea of what you might want to guess on that?
I think that what you see, like the old school picture of dad, and they struggle with conveying their emotions. So I would say like a hug.
Just a hug. Just a hug.
Yeah, just a little bit of like, it doesn't have to cuddle. That would go too far for a lot of them, but a little something,
You know what that reminds me of in Step Brothers when they're trying to hug? And is it Step Brothers I'm thinking of where they kind of reach and then they... God, what am I thinking of? I thought it was Step Brothers.
Just smush his face.
Yeah, that's like so good. They cannot hug. It's so awkward. Yeah, that's it. Case, what do you think it is?
So something that if dads did this, their child would feel loved and accepted by them.
Yeah, 33% of Chicagoans that's all they're looking for is just this.
I think 33% of people are looking for smoked meats by their father. I think nothing says love like cooking out, like a brisket, a steak, a chicken, a pork chop. Pork chop, by the way, I feel like we've done away with this. Pork chop's become underrated. When I was a kid, pork chop was everywhere. Now I can't find it anywhere. I don't know what happened to pork chop.
You can't find them anywhere?
I just feel like pork chop used to be such a more prominent part of my life, and it's gone away completely.
Well, that's because you don't hang out with your family.
This is part of it. Maybe if I hung out with my family more, and they're great, I would have more pork chop in my life. I saw you run for the buzzer.
What if you happen to go home after a long time on Father's Day and your dad, that's all he does is pork chops?
That's basically all he does now.
And you've been missing out on it all these years.
I know. I don't know. Do you not feel that way?
I feel that like barbecue in general has become more of, like you said, a brisket. Or brats are always standard. Brats, burgers, hot
Classic,
dogs. That's a standard.
Ribs.
And there's so many different ways on the damn Instagram that shows you how to cook different meats. That people have just, I agree with you. I'm trying to say I'm agreeing with you that they've pushed aside the pork chop.
Like 2005.
We make pork chops all the time in our house.
Is that right?
Thanks for the invite.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, Case, you invite me everywhere.
Well, he's not cooking pork chops.
That's right.
Well, or whatever you'd want. I don't know what you want, Kenzie, to eat right now.
What? Right this second?
Well, or in general, what do you want to
I
eat?
thought, like, you buy them?
Not this. Calm down. Calm down.
Yay.
Kenzie, other than this show, there's nothing I have going on in my life that you want to be a part of. That's why I don't invite you places.
I know, but it's still nice to be asked, even if I don't want to go.
So just get ready to ask and be rejected.
Okay, good to know.
For her mental health.
Yeah.
Not for yours. I will say one of my mom's favorite dishes, and my mom, being Lebanese, we have some ethnic foods in the house growing up, but also she made incredible fried chicken. My mom was an incredible cook. But the one dish that she made that I lived for, and I still do as an adult, is she makes this dish that's just pork chops and spaghetti combined. So the spaghetti and the pork chops are all together. It's the best thing ever.
So nothing from her Lebanese heritage that she specializes in.
No. Now, as I eat that too, don't get me wrong. I'm eating that stuff too. But pork chops and spaghetti, very, I guess, American.
Now I got to know, because any hardcore listener of Brian and Kenzie will know that when you and your mom hang out, you guys are going to the Bonefish.
Bonefish, hell yeah.
Ever heard of it, Bonefish Grill? Did she get the pork chop from Bonefish?
No, I didn't know they had one there.
I don't know if they do. I've never been. I just assumed they did.
No, I don't think they have a pork chop there.
Oh, man, missed opportunity. Bonefish, if you're listening.
Let's see.
Yeah, no,
They
Google
have
the...
key lime pie, and it's awesome.
Oh, do they really?
Yeah, they have the best key lime pie.
And it's always something I don't think of because I'm a chocolate guy. I just don't think of key lime pie.
You gotta get in there and just try it. I think you'd be surprised.
Just jump in.
Just don't be afraid.
Don't be shy.
I'm a little afraid. I got to admit, I'm a little afraid.
All right, well, this is good. It's almost 6:30 in the morning. Go ahead and Google the Bonefish menu for me, Brian.
Let's see.
I think Brian would know if there's a pork chop on the menu. I'm not trying to.
You're not outing me in any way there. I go there every time.
It's not like he said, I had no idea there was a chopped salad. That would be fair.
I'm just trying to judge. We got Algonquin, Orland Park, and Schaumburg for bonefish. And maybe Schaumburg has a pork chop I don't know about.
I would imagine the menu's similar.
No, they're doing totally different things.
I don't think one's Japanese. Like, I would just click on it.
In a quick peruse here, I don't see a pork chop on the bonefish menu, sadly, which is very sad. We'll pour one out for the bonefish non-pork chop, I guess. We don't need that. Coming up after Panic at the Disco, we'll tell you what a third of Chicagoans are just looking for from their dad to show love and affection. And dads out there, it's not a big deal. It's not what you think. It's Brian and Kenzie on Q101.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101. Time for a fact that makes your brain go. And it relates to Father's Day yesterday in some form because 30% of Chicagoans, this is all they're looking for from their dad to show love and affection. And I think if dads out there knew this, maybe it'd be a little less strain on them. And for the kids, too, just to express this. So just a third would do this. But before we get there, Kenzie said a hug. A hug would be nice. Some men are just not huggers. Some women are not huggers either. You ever reaching for that hug and you get kind of the side?
I bet you have.
They give you that side thing, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Why can't we all just hug now and then if I'm coming in for a hug?
What's the side thing?
Where they turn to the side and kind of block you.
Tap like this.
Uh-huh.
It's like a box out in a way on the basketball court. You just kind of like side.
And so they can't get their hands all around you. It's like, all right, you stay over there.
Well, they realize I got long arms.
That's the rub, you say.
Yeah, that's right.
You think you got away from Brian, you did not.
Nope. Can't do it. Can't do it. I'm going to hug you. I'm going to hug the stuffing out of you. And Case thinks it's smoking meats together. Mm-hmm. Possibly a pork chop. Again, cannot verify, but looked all up and down the bonefish menu. No pork chop there. None there. It's very sad. Very tragic. Someone said the Cooper's Hawk.
The pretzel-crusted pork chop from Cooper's Hawk. Shout out.
Good Lord. That sounds good.
Meal.
Woo! Sounds delicious. Here's some other things before we get to the final answer, though, that dads can do to show affection. This is what I think they think. Paying for a meal. They think dads will think that shows love and affection. No, I got this one. I got it. Kind of like Tony Soprano when he gets upset when the kid pays. No, you eat, I pay. Driving you places, just dad giving you a ride somewhere. That shows love and affection to a lot of people. Helping you move. Oof. I mean, that's fine. They should help you move.
That's a big one.
But helping anybody move is a rough thing these days. Just because there's so many options to get help to move. You know what I mean? The case you move like an app, you just get these people off the street and they come help you move, right?
I guess I won't ask you to help me move in a month. Good to know.
No, don't. Listen, I don't move.
Wow.
Well, I mean, what am I going to do, really?
You didn't even pretend to be interested.
No, I'm not doing it.
What are you going to do? You're going to help.
I mean, I got U-Hauls and moved myself for years.
Cool.
And I'm done with it.
Okay.
I put in my time. I'm over.
All right.
Kenzie, you ever move yourself in a U-Haul?
I have absolutely always packed up all my own stuff.
Yeah.
My dad has always helped me drive the truck. I don't think it's a good idea.
You're driving it?
For everybody.
Yeah. Well, okay, dad helped there. And then you probably appreciate that. Showed love and affection.
He has always driven the truck after. But I have done 100% of packing by myself multiple times.
Yeah, it's out of necessity a lot of times when you couldn't afford to hire some movers to do something like that. But once you can...
It's the worst. You know when you get down to those last few drawers, and you're like, where the hell am I going to put this? I don't know. Do I need these pens? Like, you're just like, oh, my God.
Well, that's the thing. When you start getting rid of stuff, you always get rid of the smallest things.
Like, what the hell? Wait, an eraser? Get out of here.
I'm going to have these paper clips. We can't take them on the move. They're out. Also, if a dad fixes things around your house, lends you tools, these are things that, traditionally, dads would show love and affection. But the thing that 30% of Chicagoans are just looking for, this is all they're looking for, show love and affection, and it would make their day, it would have made their last 24 hours for Father's Day if dad would have just done this. When you texted him Happy Father's Day to your dad, all the dad had to do was text back the thumbs up emoji.
What?
That's it. He didn't have to talk to your dad. Didn't have to help you move. He didn't have to buy a meal. If the dad just texted back the thumbs up emoji, 33% of Chicagoans accept that as love and affection because they realize their dad is, quote, not good at emotional stuff.
That's bad.
That's just what it is. That's where we're at. You would think after all these years we've come far, but dads are still somewhat closed down, or just like, it's trying to have to be that soldier, the tough guy. But a thumbs up emoji on a Happy Father's Day text is all 33% of Chicagoans needed to feel love and affection.
Again, I really stand by how not good that is.
Well, did you have an interaction with your dad out of town? Was it a phone call? Was it a FaceTime?
I called him in the morning, and he was sleeping, because that's what he does. Kind of his jam.
Sure.
He's almost retired, 8 months away, baby.
Wow.
So he likes to just, snuggle in there for a long time. So we played phone tag a little bit. He then texted me like, "It was so sweet of you to call me. I hope we can catch up today. He just, he's a
He pushed off the phone call stuff. Maybe next year we can get a hold of each other.
Then we FaceTimed for like an hour. I sent him gifts, so he opened those.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What'd you get him?
My dad's a mush bucket, though. Everything makes him cry.
Oh, is that right? Mm-hmm. So he is emotional. A thumbs up is not necessary.
Yeah, I'd be like, oh my God, he's dying. Like, that would be, he cries about everything.
Case, your parents also live out of town. What was the interaction on Father's Day with your dad?
I texted my dad when I woke up. I said, "Happy Father's Day. Continuously grateful for all that you've done."
Ooh.
He responded, "Fingers crossed."
What?
And I had the same reaction. I said, "I don't know what that meant." And then he came back 5 minutes later, and he said, "Fingers crossed, auto-populated somehow. You're welcome."
Oh, God.
All right.
So, yeah, we're kind of a thumbs-up family, if you know what I'm saying.
I don't know.
You didn't even call him?
I call my parents every Sunday night, but I texted my dad in the morning. And then on Sunday, we did an hour of college baseball talk, which I'm sure my mom loved.
Oh, my God. This sounds horrible.
Fingers crossed on a message like that would send me in a panic.
I didn't know if he was having a stroke. I didn't know what was happening.
It's giving life-threatening illness. Like, hope I can still be here.
Gosh.
But it just, in his words, auto-populated somehow.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
I meant to say, you're welcome.
Yes.
Got it. There's the love and affection right there. It's Brian and Kenzie on Q101. There's the fact that makes your brain go. Don't be afraid of the thumbs up emoji back on an emotional message. It should work out. Coming up, the audio of the day. You have to hear this. It comes from a traffic reporter reporting on site, and he really, talk about being emotional and lets his feelings all out there about what's going on in his personal life. This is a TV traffic reporter. We'll play this audio next. It is absolutely the audio of the day.
Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.